औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। फ़िज़िक्स बाय नदीम के साथ एक बार फिर नदीम सरवर और कंकोडिया कॉलेज की तरफ से हम आपके सामने हाज़िर हैं। तमाम देखने वालों और सुनने वालों को अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज हम कोई टॉपिक नहीं करने जा रहे। आज जो हम काम करने जा रहे हैं वो एक्सरसाइज है, फ़र्स्ट ईयर के फ़र्स्ट चैप्टर की एक्सरसाइज है। शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस हैं, इनको हम सोल्यूशन जो है वो हम बता रहे हैं। सोल्यूशन को हमने लेके चलना है। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। सबसे पहले हमारे पास है डिफाइन द नंबर पाई एंड शो दैट 2 पाई रेडियन इज इक्वल टू 360 डिग्री। फर्स्ट शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन है और हमने नंबर पाई को डिफाइन करना है और 2 पाई रेडियन इज इक्वल टू 360 डिग्री प्रूफ करना है। तो सबसे पहले हम डिफाइन कर लेते हैं द रेशो ऑफ द सर्कमफ्रेंस ऑफ सर्कल टू द डायमीटर ऑफ सेम सर्कल इज़ इक्वल टू द नंबर पाई। दैट मीन्स कि अगर हम सर्कमफ्रेंस ऑफ द सर्कल को डायमीटर के साथ जो है वो डिवाइड कर देते हैं, डायमीटर ऑफ द सर्कल के साथ डिवाइड करते हैं तो हमारे पास पाई की वैल्यू आती है। ठीक है, उसी को हमने फार्मूला की शेप में लिख लिया, वैल्यू पुट कर दी 2 पाई आर डिवाइडेड बाई 2 पाई आर। 2 पाई आर सर्कमफ्रेंस ऑफ द सर्कल है, डायमीटर ऑफ द सेम सर्कल इज़ 2 आर, तो 2 पाई आर डिवाइडेड बाई 2 आर दैट इज़ इक्वल टू पाई। एक तो पाई डिफाइन हो गया। नेक्स्ट हमने जो है वो देखना है द लेंथ ऑफ आर्क इज़ गिवन बाय एस इज़ इक्वल टू आर थीटा। अब ये कहाँ है, ये हमारे पास कोई भी आर्क जो है वो हम कंसिडर कर लेते हैं, कोई एंगल थीटा जो है वो हम कंसिडर कर लेते हैं। तो वहाँ से हमारे पास जो है वन रेवोल्यूशन वी नो द टोटल आर्क ऑफ द सर्कल इज़ 2 पाई आर, सो दैट एस इज़ इक्वल टू 2 पाई आर। 2 पाई आर इज़ इक्वल टू आर थीटा। यहाँ पे अगर हम देखते हैं तो थीटा इज़ इक्वल टू, ये जो आर है ये दूसरी साइड पर जाकर डिवाइड हो जाएगा, तो यू विल गेट दिस इज़ देयर इज़ नो 2 हेयर। बेसिकली यू कैन कैंसल आउट दिस वन। तो उसमें हमारे पास जो है दिस आर इज़ इक्वल टू 2 पाई आर। यहाँ पे भी आपके पास 2 पाई आर है, उसको आप देख सकते हो, तो दिस इज़ इक्वल टू 2 पाई। थीटा इज़ इक्वल टू 2 पाई रेडियन जो है वो आप यहाँ पे प्रूफ कर सकते हो। नेक्स्ट हमारे पास जो है डिफाइन द टर्म्स एरर, अनसर्टेनिटी, प्रिसीजन एंड एक्यूरेसी इन द मेजरमेंट। इसमें हमारे पास जो एरर है, व्हाट इज़ एरर, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द मेजर्ड वैल्यू एंड द एक्यूरेट वैल्यू इज़ नोन एज, ये इज़ कॉल्ड एज एरर। अनसर्टेनिटी हम किसे कहते हैं, एनी एरर due to the negligence of a person, faulty apparatus and the sudden environment changes is called uncertainty, which estimate the possible range of error. Uncertainty is basically is the doubt. We do have some doubt in any measurement, then we can say that the measurement have some uncertainty. So uncertainty is total is an error, we can say this is an error, but this is uncertainty. We are not sure of anything about this, if that is an error or not. So any uncertainty is doubt. Precision, precise measurement is one which has less absolute uncertainty with the minimum absolute uncertainty. Absolute uncertainty is basically equal to the least count. So we must say we know absolute uncertainty, so the minimum precision, we can say the precision is measurement with the minimum absolute uncertainty, with the minimum least count. Next हमारे पास है if a measurement has absolute uncertainties that it is said to be precise measurement, and the term precision means how close the measured values are to each other. ठीक है, this is a small value. Next हमारे पास है accuracy. Accuracy is opposite to that of precision. Precision means the next one, accuracy mean the detail. So we can say any measurement which has less fractional or uncertainty, percentage uncertainty or fractional uncertainty, that is known as accuracy. ठीक है, तो ये हमारे पास जो है उसको भी हमने डिफाइन कर लिया। एक्यूरेसी मींस द रिजल्ट ऑब्टेन्ड आर हाउ मच क्लोज टू द स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू। जितनी ज़्यादा डिटेल होगी एक्यूरेट उतना ज़्यादा होगा। प्रिसाइज मीन जितना ज़्यादा कम से कम आंसर होगा वो हमारे पास उतना प्रिसाइज होगा। नेक्स्ट हमारे पास थर्ड क्वेश्चन है सेवरल रेपिटेटिव फिनोमेनाज हमने डिफाइड करते हैं, कुड सर्व रीजनेबल टाइम स्टैंडर्ड्स। तो actually we can say there are a lot of phenomena which can serve as time standard, but there are few which we have to mention here. First one is the rotation of earth about its principal axis, that is the natural phenomena. The length of the day has been used as a time standard for the earliest time. During the daytime, the change of shadow of an object can be considered as a measure of time. We also can say the vibrations of crystals such as quartz is known as time standard. Is said to be time standard. Sunrise and sunsets, then the revolution of planets around the sun, revolution of earth around the sun, the pulse rate or heartbeat, these all are the things which can be considered as the time standards. Next question is why do we find it useful to have two units for the amount of substance, kg and mole. Kg is also used for the amount of substance and mole is also used for that. 1 kg or kilogram, this is basically for the very bigger objects, or we can say that this can describe the macroscopic behavior, the bigger behavior of the matter, whereas moles are used also used as amount of substance, and we can say that they contain basically the microscopic behavior of matter. So both are same things. We can say that they are almost same, but kg or kilogram is used at macroscopic level, whereas mole is used as microscopic level. नेक्स्ट इज शो दैट फेमस आइंस्टाइन इक्वेशन इज इक्वल टू एम सी स्क्वायर इज डायमेंशनली कंसिस्ट. इसके लिए डायमेंशन का टॉपिक आपको अच्छे से आना चाहिए. एनर्जी कैन बी कंसिडर्ड एज वर्क डन, एंड दैट वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू एफ डॉट डी. और इसकी हम डायमेंशन जब फाइंड करते हैं तो दैट इज़ एम एल स्क्वायर टी माइनस टू. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट हमारे पास द अदर साइड दैट इज एम सी स्क्वायर. एम सी स्क्वायर को अगर हम देखते हैं, एम स्टैंड फॉर मैस, सी इज वेलोसिटी, सो एल टी माइनस वन स्क्वायर. तो दिस होल थिंग ऑल्सो गिव्स अस एम एल स्क्वायर टी माइनस टू. द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एंड राइट हैंड साइड बोथ आर इक्वल, सो वी कैन से येस द ई इज इक्वल टू एम सी स्क्वायर, येस dimensionally constant. Deduce the dimension of gravitational constant. Gravitational constant g, we have to consider the dimension of this one, so we just rearrange the formula, and this rearrange is in rearrange we get r2 to be shifted on that side, m1 and m2 are to be also shifted on the other side, so we get the formula as this one, fr square divided by m1 m2. F l square, that is r m square, m is for this, m is for this. F as Newton, we can say ml t minus 2, then we got l square, we got m square. So at the end we just have to combine these up, and we can say m minus 1 l cube t minus 2, that is for the capital G, or we can say gravitational constant G. We have to find the dimensions of kinetic energy. Very easy, just 1 over 2 mv square is the formula. 1 over 2 as it is, 1 over 2 is constant, so there is no dimension for constants. Next is mv square, m and v whole square, that gives up to m l square t minus 2, that is equal to dimensions of kinetic energy. We have to tell the drawbacks to use the period of a pendulum as a time standard. As we know, t is equal to pi under root l by g, so this time is dependent on these two things. 2 pi is constant, but these things are variable, so we can say t is directly proportional to the length, and t is inversely proportional to the gravitational constant, not the other one. This is basically gravity, not that gravitational constant capital G small g. So we can say if length is changed, or if the gravity is changed, then this t will also change. So basically, due to the dependence of these things, we can say there's no, we cannot use the simple pendulum as time standard. Right, so resistance, we can say increase in some of that is due to the length. So all these things are basically the reasons. Are radians and steradians base unit of SI? Justify your answers. No, radians and steradians are not the base units. Why they are not base units? Because they are not considered either in derived, either in base. They are not considered in any of them. Why they are not considered? Let us say in 1960 the General Conference on Weight and Measurement has not classified certain units, right? They are not classified into any of the base or derived units. So if they are not classified in these ones, then certainly they are not part of SI units, right? And these units are plane and solid angle, the radian, steradian, and then that is all about that one. You have to just see SI unit of plane angle is radian, that is of steradian. These are a little details. You actually do not need to mention all these things, but you have to mention these things, which is necessary, that they are not yet classified. Certainly they are not classified into the base units or derived units. What does the word micro signify in the word microwave oven? That's very easy. Micro means small electromagnetic waves. They are used, so they have smaller wavelength rather than the other radio waves, so they can help us for heating, cooking quickly by using the phenomena of resonance. And then other one is the the microwave short wavelength, that is of 12 centimeter, and frequency of this one. This frequency is very easily available, and we can say they can be used in microwave oven just because they have microwaves as their source. Density of air is 1.2 kg per meter cube, change into gram per centimeter cube. This is very easy, just a little bit conversion. You can stop the video and just you can see it is just a conversion, so I'm not going to explain the conversions here. An old saying is that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. A very good saying, but we have to make a same statement regarding physics. So we can say a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, that is the given one. Then we can say the results obtained from the experimental data are as accurate as the values in the data can be only as much accurate as the least count of any instrument or any standard thing. Next is the last one, differentiate between a following light year and a year. So the last one, what is the difference between the light year and a year? A very easy one, not that difficult, but you have to know the basic definitions of these two. Light year is the unit of distance. Light year is basically unit of distance, whereas a year is a unit of time. The distance covered by the light in any 1 year is known as light year, but in a year the earth completes 1 revolution around the sun. The next is the SI unit of the light year is meter, whereas the SI unit of the year is second. The dimension of light year is only the length, but the dimension of a year is time. Next we have to say that we have to put the values in the formula, that S is equal to Vt or Ct. We have to put the values of C and T in this one. So S is equal to 3 into 10 raised power 8 into this one, and we get S is equal to 9.5 into 10 raised power 15 meter. Whereas for the year, time is equal to 1 year. So as we know, there are 365 days. So that is 365 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60, that is total about 31536,000 seconds, and I can say that T is equal to 3.15 into 3 into 10 raised power 7 seconds. Right, so this is the main difference between a year and a light year. Hope you have understood all the exercise. These are just the easy questions. I'll go with all the exercises with all the questions, so if you have any difficulties in any questions, do let me know. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.